What's up, guys? People, it's Urban Exotics UK. We're just waiting on our special guest now to join the stream when he comes on. I've got a few new editions planned, hopefully. Yep. Just been for some facts, man. What else? A few other things. Just waiting for our guest now. Hey, Dale, man. How are you? I'm just waiting for our special guest at the moment, mate, to join. Can you hear me okay? Can everybody hear me okay and everything? Right, Dave?
Hello, mate. You all right? Can you hear me
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. I was just asking the same thing in the chat.
Yeah, I can hear you fine, man.
I may or may have not be buying a new edition.
No?
It's because of this lockdown. Otherwise, I might be going to buy it.
All right. Let me see if I can.
It's a good price, what I'm planning on getting.
What are you after?
Flat Rock Scorpion.
All right, nice one.
Been offered a sub-adult for 35 quid.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
In a local shop. And someone near me has got a 6 centimetre piece Azamai for 8 quid.
That's a bargain. That is. Can't argue with that one.
Me Diamantiensis, you know the one I've got that I showed on the stream last stream. I paid 20 quid for
that. Bargain hunter, man. Nice one.
Yeah, all my mates say I'm always buying, selling, swapping, trading.
Best way to be. Make a bargain.
You got to spend money to make money, as they say.
Yeah, no, definitely. Especially in the hobby.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it's an expensive hobby. It is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've just packed an order for a friend. It's 300 quid worth of scorpions I've got to pack off tomorrow. So that's what I've been doing all day.
Scorps?
Yeah, all sorts of spinifers and all Asian forest species and that.
Yeah,
so they're all going to Europe for a friend. But that's what I've been doing nearly all day.
Fair enough.
I'm not a scorpion person. They get on my nerves.
Oh, I love scorps, mate.
No, not for me. I'll stick to me spiders and my snakes.
Trust me, if I was a lad, I'd quit inverts and go all snakes.
Yeah, I've got my eye on another yellow anaconda, but I've got to butter up the missus a bit more first.
Fair enough. I've got my eye on a pastel fire pinstripe.
All right, nice one.
Year-old proven breeder, 150 quid.
That's not bad at all. Males seem to be so expensive now. Seems to be everyone's power breeding the males.
I've got a TSK's Antic Pastel Leicester Het Orange Ghost, 50% Het Orange Ghost.
Nice.
Bet you can't guess how much I paid for that.
Probably not a lot.
70 quid.
Jesus Christ. I paid more for my bloody Mohave.
The 2-year-old he is now. He's a fat ghetto.
I paid about 90 quid for my Mohave vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla's quite an expensive gene, though.
Yeah. But I'm only using the 2 Mohaves to get myself a leucistic, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And that'll be royal breeding done.
Is he what Dale's put?
No, my chat's not working for some. I've never used this before. Let me see if
He's
I can get
put, Dale put, I had a yellow, it was lovely, but my green anaconda is a twat.
Oh, I see the comments now. Yeah, yeah. I've got a young yellow here. I don't know if you can see up in the tub just behind me up there, a young one. And
Tone's also got a yellow, Ben Hay from Ben's Reptiles.
yeah, so my yellow's in that tub just there, that clear one at the top, my young one. He's only captive bred this year, it's tiny, but he's absolutely fine. I've not had a single bite from it, which is really weird for a yellow. But the yellow I've got my eye on is a rescue, and it's never been handled. It's about 4.5, 5 foot long, so it's going to be an absolute arsehole.
It's funny, but Ben, he got a new retake, and he got told it was a super dwarf 7 foot, and he picked it up, and it's like 12 foot. Gone to take it, got told it was puppy dog tame, and it bit him.
I hate all this super dwarf stuff because it's so hit or miss depending on how true the breeder is and the genes and stuff.
It was a rescue. It was a rescue. No, actually, a shop gave him it actually free of charge, but this shop's a bit iffy,
bit dodgy.
That's from what he's told me, and like literally, apparently they've got a 16-foot retake and a 4-foot fifth. And apparently the council are passing off on that.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's
stupid.
Bonkers. I'm not a huge fan of retics. They're not really my cup of tea. They're a bit too irritating to hold for me. I prefer me fat lazy burns and my boas.
I quite like croquet boas. That's what I want to get into.
Yeah, I've got a pair of sunglows at the moment that are in together for pairing for this season. So hopefully I get some nice little sunglows this year. Yeah.
I've got to wait until Feb to pair mine. He's been paired, my royal, to a lavender albino.
Nice. I don't do a lot of reptile breeding purely because I always seem to end up with loads of people's rescue stuff. Like we've got the 2 bots at the moment that have come in. We've probably got a 3rd one coming in soon again as well. So it's just
what have you got coming in? What have you got coming in?
Another Bosque.
There's a lot of Bosques being re-owned lately and abandoned.
Yeah, it happens every year. What usually happens is you get all your wild imports from Africa. They come over in like thousands. And people buy them, keep in a pet shop, keep them for a few months, realise they're an absolute bastard to keep and they love to bite and they're a pain in the ass, and then they just get shot.
I know my mate who has a shop is Bosques for captive bred.
Yeah, there's only a few captive bred around. So the only guy that I know that breeds in the UK captive bred is a chap called Dean. And he's just struggled to find decent homes for them to go to. So I wouldn't really bother breeding mine. But
to be fair, my mate John, who owns the shop, he won't sell it unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah, the only shops I use are ones that demand proof of setup before you purchase, like Crystal Palace, for example.
He does.
Yeah, you've got to send them photographs of your setup, your temperature readings, everything before they'll even bother speaking to you about the sale, which is how it should be done, really, because I get so fed up of people palming stuff off.
Arachnid King, no, you don't need a DWA for a anaconda.
No, you don't. No, I missed that. Sorry. No, there's only DWA snakes about are the ones that are basically medically significant venom. There's no like restrictors on the DWA. It's all venom based.
Yeah. Hey, did I tell you? You know how I usually have that naffed off Thai green scorpion?
I think so. My memory is terrible, so you have to forgive me.
Well, for once, it was actually being chill in it, and it was my desert hurry being a douchebag for once.
I've had nothing but hell with these scorpions trying to pack them because I've been, there's like the tamper-proof tubs that you get from the spider shop, the white tube things. I've been packing them into them, and it's a pain in the ass. I don't know how they do it. I was losing my patience.
You know what? I think my centipede's an ostrich. keeps burying its head in the soil. And now it's buried itself under a pot and curled up like a bloody ball python, and it won't eat. So I think it's going into pre-molt.
Well, possibly. Give Tony a message. He's pretty good with his stuff. He knows what he's doing. Centipedes, I ain't got a clue. That's something for me to look into next year. Another project.
Yeah. No, Arachnid King, you cannot get a saltwater croc. That is a DWA.
Yeah, all crocodilians are DWA. That's what I'm getting into. Hopefully the end of next year, we'll be looking at getting a Kivers Cayman and going to DWA for crocodilians here.
My mate was the last to get a DWA down here. They're not approving them anymore.
All right. And they're pretty cheap where I am, really. I think it's about, including vet fees, you're looking at about 200 quid. 400 pounds, sorry. 200 quid for the vet.
300 to 400 here.
Yeah, it's 145 for the license and then about 220 for the vet here. So it's not
the
too bad.
nearest I can get is Liverpool or Manchester around here. What's it called? What croc are you on about going for?
Me, the Kivers or the Spectacle Cayman would be one of the two. Probably, hopefully, the Kivers.
And what I've noticed with my mate's one, they're very, very aggressive.
Yeah, Spectacles are bastards. They're really.
Yeah, my mate's got a Spectacle and he's got a curvier, and he says, I'll let you feed any other animal, including my Gillian monster, but I will not let you feed that. It is an asshole.
I've got before I actually get my license and get the species, I'll be going to Pete Blake down in Bristol to do some handling because he does the DWA courses and he's spot on with his crocs and that down there. So I'll be getting
near us called Exo Teach.
Yeah,
they do it.
I'm just outside already, so it's only 20-minute drive for me. So it's spot on.
What I'd recommend if you're going for a croc is a dwarf African crocodile. Don't get to one.
No, they get too big for me. Sorts.
What?
Arachnid King saying about saltwaters. I'd never get a saltwater. They get far too big.
No. Yeah.
I don't think you can even get them because it's an Aussie species.
Dwarf Africans only get to 1.2, 1.5 meters, and you can get them to do tricks and stuff. They get puppy dog too.
Yeah. I'll be doing mine fully planned.
My mate's got one. He's got a harness for it and walks it.
You have to go on Pete Blake's page and have a look because he does all the swimming with crocs in his pool. So you can go into his swim pool in his garden and swim with them.
Yeah. My mate used to do it all in Liverpool, but he's not trading anymore. He used to breed them.
I can't imagine there's much ask for him about at the moment.
In Ham, apparently, they're next to nothing.
Oh yeah, Europe there'll be peanuts because I don't know what the licensing is are for crocs in Europe and that, but I can imagine they're everywhere. Same as in America. Nearly everybody's got one.
It's not that bad, but I know for all our DWA animals, they don't need a license for as in scorpion wise.
Yeah, I think there's some things around Poland and that I know there's some restrictions on venomous stuff, but I don't know how far it goes. There might be something with Germany as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't really pay much attention outside of the UK laws because ours is pretty strict as it is.
Yeah. You gonna get any animals out then?
Yeah, I actually was a bit daft and fed most of the things yesterday, so I won't be able to get many of the snakes out, but I'll be able to get a few bits out. If you bear with me 1 minute.
Yeah, fair enough.
Shift me ass and get something. Come on, Let's see how friendly you're going to be today. There's one of the first rescue bosses we took in a couple of years ago. But when we first picked her up, never been handled. I got scars on my arms from her biting and that, but she's good as gold now. Bit of patience.
Yeah, does happen.
She's not too bad. She has her days, but she's usually pretty good now. She's one of the favourites in the house.
Yeah.
Pretty chilled out as far as boss go, anyway.
I don't know, but when you get your Crocs, I think I need to come down and see you.
Yeah, you're welcome to, man. There's quite a few people that have asked to come down, but I'm so crap at organising stuff. You literally have to pester me, otherwise I forget.
A bit like Adam's arachnids, then. I pestered him for about 4 years, and it was just that I was in the area, and I was like, "Sod it, I'll drop him a message," and he was like, "Sound, come round." So I was like, "Okay."
I've got Greg from 8 Wheels, 4 Legs. He lives just down the road from me, and he keeps asking to come round, and I keep forgetting to organise it with all this corona rubbish going on and everything. It's been a nightmare to try and arrange anything.
We're meant to be going into national lockdown again from Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really affect me because I work from home. I'm working from home at the moment anyway, so it doesn't really affect me too much. But now you're going to start scraping my hands up, aren't you?
Nah, apparently you can still go to work and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working from home since April.
No, apparently you can work and you can also go to school and university. It's just like restaurants and pubs, really, but not cinemas and stuff.
You're going to start scratching me, you are. Ow. Sit there. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been into our office since April now for work because we've just all been working from home. It's been easier.
Yeah.
But I'm not complaining. It makes life easy for me. Working from home means I get to just hang around with this lot all day while I'm working. And get
not bad.
But yeah, she's not too bad. She just doesn't like sitting still. She likes to explore.
I'm hoping to go ham next year, mate.
Yeah, me and Andy are talking about going to ham one of these years, doing the ham or Marback show. It's just trying to get stuff organised ready and finding the cash for all the transport.
Yeah, we were on about a load of us just chipping together and get a minibus.
Yeah,
just go over.
What we'd end up doing is getting a minibus and going over with some of the other sellers and that.
Yeah. There's only a few things I'm after. If I can get them over here, then I don't have to go.
I'd be bankrupt if I went to ham because they got all the nice monitors over there. So I'd be absolutely bankrupt.
Yeah. I'd get more reptiles while I'm over, but obviously I'm not in my own house yet. Long story.
Yeah, that's the only luck we've got here is when we've moved. We've got we were in a bungalow. We got the few bit more space now. Well, I say a bit more space, but yeah, once we've moved again, we'll be opening Savannah Monitor Sanctuary. Me and the missus, we're converting hopefully a convert garage into a decent size area to hold about 12 Bosk monitors at a time. Get them rehabbed and shipped off to sensible people, but that's all in the future. Should we put you back? You're just scratching me to hell because you're hungry, as always. For an animal that ate about 70 locusts yesterday, you'd be surprised how hungry she still is.
Yeah, they are very food orientated.
Yeah. It's because you could see all the food on the floor. We had a big delivery of food come in recently by accident.
I saw your post.
I've got it's all on the floor down here. I've been sorting through it. Let me just sort that out. And then I'll be back. 1 second. I need to put her back because she's ripping me to bits.
Did you end up paying for all that food or what?
Nah, they just gave it to us for free because they couldn't collect it.
How did they accidentally send it to you? That's what I don't get.
Well, what looks like it happened was they had the invoice for the company it should have been for, and then TNT put the wrong delivery address on the box.
Hmm.
So it came here with my bits that I did have coming originally. And then when I opened it, I gave him a ring and said, look, this has come here in error. What do we do with it? Because obviously 57 tubs of live foods is quite a substantial amount of money for someone.
Yeah.
So, but because they couldn't collect it, they just said keep it and they're sending you lot out to the shop.
Oh, well.
So, all the stuff I don't use, like I don't use crickets and I don't use Mario worms and stuff like that. So all of that stuff we're donating to. I don't know if you know a lady called Mandy Farrance who does a reptile rescue. So it's all going over to her. So save it getting wasted and dying off because I wouldn't use it. So put it to use sort of thing. Spread the love, as they say.
Yeah, it's what the true community is about, which some people need to remember.
Yeah, just catching up on the old chat. I've seen in Florida over Arachnicking, there's been a lot of stuff. You've had like the tigers and that all being banned. Now I really get my
apparently that has been overturned. You can have them, but on an educational license.
Yeah, they've all got to be like highly permitted and stuff now. You can't just buy them as and when.
No.
I really
they were on about banning them outright, but it turns out the law weren't lawful or something. If you watch Camp Cannon, he explains.
Yeah, I just saw it was around July time, didn't they? They approved it originally, and they flat banned any new keeping of them. But personally, I think it's a lot to do with this stupid grow tent trend that's over there because that does my nutting. I hate the whole grow tent trend for monitors. Grow tents. You've not seen them, you know? They're like
hydroponic tent things.
Yeah, I hate them with a passion. Absolutely hate them. I've seen so many of them get teared by people keeping like Niles and stuff in them. They just rip them to pieces and get out.
Yeah, it is a bit stupid.
Yeah, just get a Viv. You've got enough space in America, man. The gardens and the houses are huge compared to us.
Just build on. It's not even hard that to build on.
No, I mean I'm absolutely shite with DIY, and I'm building Vivs at the moment in the garden. I've got a 4x4x4 cube we're doing for outdoors to heat for the sulcata to go in. Like that's a little refuge type place to hide away in because he keeps hiding under the shed, and I know he's going to end up breaking the shed.
Yeah,
we're doing that, and then I'm building a 4 foot for the baby anaconda. When that grows, he's going to go into a planted 4x2x3.
Yeah,
that's going to be planted with a misting system and all that sort of jazz, make it look all pretty for it. But yeah, I mean they're so easy to build. It's just you just got to have the time and some of the equipment to do it, like the saws and that. Cutting it by hand in the arse, so I borrowed a circular saw to cut all the wood up, but it's a piece of piss. But no excuse.
Is there any animals you're after that you can't seem to find or anything like
that? There's a couple of animals that I would love to have, but I can't have at the moment due to space, and that would be the Asian water monitor. I've wanted one for ages, and when I was able to get one, we didn't have the space. There was none about. That wasn't stupidly priced. I don't want to get an albino, or I just want to get a nice wild type Asian water monitor because I'm not a huge fan of morphs in general. So nice Asian water.
I got offered one the other day.
Well, you're a jammy bastard.
£100.
Oh, see, that's not fair. A friend of mine, Chris Cox, he's got an ornate Nile monitor, and that's absolutely beautiful. But Niles aren't for me. I prefer the Asian stuff.
Yeah, this was an Asian.
Sorry?
This was an Asian one.
Yeah, see, the Niles look really nice, but I've seen so many horror stories with them just turning absolute arsey.
Yeah, I know a few people it's happened to.
Yeah,
with Niles.
I've got a young kid. I've got a young child as well. I mean, I've got a boy who's 5, so I've got
Obviously, that's why I got rid of them garters because I've got a small 3-year-old cousin. You know what I mean? So I had to get rid of them.
which is all locked away, and now obviously she's got locks on her tank, and now we've got the
Yeah, I didn't have a lock at the time, so it weren't so much her. It was more a little friends. They kept coming in my room at my cousin's, opening the door and going in the tank. So I just and they were just biting all the time. So in the end, it was just
easy to get snappy snakes anyway, from my experience. So
but they were males and they were in breeding mode.
Yeah,
and males get proper nasty, and I didn't realise this. Plus, when they poo, they bloody smell it. Yeah, musk, and they musk about 6 times a bloody day. Constantly.
It might be insane. You might be a berm is just shed, and she's looking an absolute mess at the moment because she sheds in bits. So,
but to be fair, it weren't too bad because one of the garters I got for free, the other one I bought for 30 and flipped them both for 100. And then I bought that Royal for 70.
Nice. My biggest regret snake-wise was about 8-9 years ago now. I had a trio of Mexican black king snakes. I got them for about 70 quid, the whole trio. I paid £70 for. And you look now, they're like nearly 300 quid each. It's absolutely stupid. And I regret getting rid of them.
They're like 600. I've seen them go for like 800 a pair sometimes.
Mental prices now because it's the same thing. I'm assuming it's a border issue again. They've been shut for export.
It is.
They're so expensive now, and I just gave them to a friend because I lost interest with them, and them being cheap as chips back then. I just gave them away.
It's like emperors. You could pick them up. People couldn't give them away. £5-10. You're now talking like 100 and odd.
Yeah. And that's when you can get them.
I got offered an emperor the other day, 65 posted.
That's crazy. I wouldn't pay that for a scorpion, me. I'll spend that on a macrothelli if that was my choice.
Most I've spent on a scorpion is probably about 40 quid.
Yeah, I haven't got too many expensive spiders, to be fair. I think the most
that was that one that died. The one from Madagascar.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, quite recent.
The spider I ever had was the C. cyaneus.
Yeah.
I had a female from Andy, and I paid about 80 quid for that. I mean, I don't spend a lot on my spiders, but...
My most expensive would have been my Brazilian black, but it weren't expensive. I got it for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
You ever get that when you get your lizards out and they start scratching you up and your arms just itch for ages, so they've been scratching you?
No, because I've got no lizards.
When they've got like sharp little claws and they've been scratching all your skin and
I know what you mean now. I've worked in a few pet shops and stuff so.
But yeah, I mean, I've got a few bits to sort out tonight. I've got the snapper to feed again.
Someone's asking you if you've got any of certain species. Ferrophosa, Panther Beteus, is it?
I've got a few of them at the moment. I had some Eximanis for a while. I had a few things of them, and they're great spiders. They're really easy to look after, and they feed really well. I've got 3 blondie upstairs at the moment, but they're like part of the stock list and not actually mine. I've got no Panthos in myself at all at the moment. I'm not a huge fan of Panther Beteus stuff, and I've got no Celedonia or anything like that. It's not my cup of tea.
Did you say you have to feed your snapper again?
Yeah, I've got a common snapping turtle down here.
Oh my God, feed it on the live.
He has locusts and that. I'll have to I'll do it in a little bit because I'll have to move all the camera around and stuff to do it, but I'll feed him some locusts before we do it. So I've got my camera on my phone propped up on my little table and chair.
You need to get yourself a tripod, bud.
I've got it's a tiny epoxy little tripod. It's only about 3 inches.
But I got this 70-inch one, and it come with the adapter, and it was 32 quid.
That's all right. And this is literally, it's about like that. That's all mine goes as far as it goes up. So I have to get proper filming equipment at some point. I don't really film enough on my own channel to bother getting equipment at the moment, so I can't really justify
Well,
it.
you need to bang more stuff up on your channel, then, don't you?
I keep getting told off for that, but I've been so busy doing other stuff, I just don't have time. But I'm planning on doing some stuff soon. I've got so much stuff I need to catch up on. Like I've got people to thank because they've sent me in other bits and pieces. I've got to do some updates on for stock for Andy on the.
To be fair, it is a daily grind.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the 2 channels we run. I've got obviously my own channel. I do the So Many Legs channel as well.
Yeah,
I know you do. All of the stock to look after. I've got my own stuff to look after, and that is just like constant, as well as doing a 9 to 5 job as well. So always busy.
Yeah, it's one a minute.
Indeed, but gotta love it. Keeps me out of trouble.
He's Arachnid King's asking how big are the blondies upstairs and are they female?
I haven't sexed any of them yet because they keep chewing up the molts, but they're probably about 3 inch roughly between them all. They're all the same size. They're all about 3 inch. There's no adults in there. Well, I've got no adults here. Andy might have them on the website because we've got the stock split. So I've got stuff here. Generally, that is either going to be mated or grown on, like holdback stuff. Then the bulk of the stock is with Andy, which is on their website, gets churned out all the time. Most of the stuff here I've got is like holdbacks and naughty little special stuff. We've got our own projects doing and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll be getting a few more bits in soon. Hopefully, we've got. I've got my own shipment due in from Poland. Hopefully, it arrives end of this week before the lockdown really kicks in and everyone gets postal delays again.
What you got coming?
I've got. It's going to be about between 10 and 15 Macrothele taiwanensis slings that are coming in. Some I can't pronounce it. Ancelamates. It's like one of the fishing spider species.
Yeah.
And then some of the Lucasi, like the green orb weaver slings, coming in as well. I'm hoping to get some more Sicarius stuff in as well soon because
right now, King, Andy's website is So Many Legs.
Yeah. So yeah, I do some of the stuff with the So Many Legs website, but I'm the unpaid slave for Andy.
Yeah. Sapphire, my Asian blue, that came from Andy.
Yeah.
The one that passed.
Yeah, we've. I'm hoping to get some more Sicarius Thomasides in again soon because they sold out. We bred them obviously. They went on the website. I don't think yesterday or the day before, and they just sold out so fast. Hopefully we'll get some more in because they take ages to breed. See if we can pick some up from Europe, some for people again.
Is Andy importing any trapdoors?
Not that I'm aware. Trapdoor stuff usually arrives sort of around July time with the warmer weather because it comes from like Asia, Africa, and places like that. So you're looking around warmer weather really for the more tropical stuff, like your Jarrigini and the Lephistia species, and that will be around July.
I've been offered a few trapdoors, but the problem is with them being tiny slings, they don't tend to survive well.
They're so temperamental when they're that small. I've seen quite a few of them out like on the spider shop. A few of the European sellers have got them in at like 1-2 centimeter, and they take so long to grow.
These were 3 centimeter, I think.
Yeah, that's not too bad because.
But he said
the Lephistia stuff
is about he said even then he advises getting 10 because they don't tend to do well. He says.
Yeah, 3 centimeters is a pretty good size to be honest. They start off at about like 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters leg span. They start really small.
That Jinxie one or whatever you said.
The Lephistius
might be. I don't know.
Quite big.
Black and orange.
Yeah, that'll be one of the Lephistia species. One of the Chinese ones. I can't remember the name. I'm not too good with the trapdoors.
Yeah, but he said for like
a good size, man.
He said for 10 posts, so it would have been 250 quid, and I can't afford that.
No, I think he's trying to take some money off your pocket there. To be honest, 3 centimeters is a good size. To be honest, if you look on Gar's channel on ArachniTube, he's got one. He's got a Lephistius species, big black, I think, and it's about 2 millimeters in leg span.
To be fair, no, he sells, to exo pets.
Oh yeah, I know exo pet.
Yeah, but anyone else, like, he charges 35. He was charging me €30.
Yeah, that's a good price. Not bad. I've seen Lephistius range from anything from 15 to 70 quid, depending on the exact species.
Yeah, it was a good price, but he advised me ordering minimum 10, and I was like, I can't do that.
No,
he said you can still order one, but you're taking a lot of risk. And I was like, yeah, I'll leave it. I'll just wait until I pick one up over here.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a shipping issue with that size rather than an actual husbandry keeping them going.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, that makes sense then, because 3 centimeters is pretty solid size, really.
Yeah. He told me, he put me in contact with another breeder who had sub-adults, but he's never replied. So I was like, that sucks.
We don't really import many Arachne King. I think a lot of our stuff is mainly either like captive bred or brought in from the big suppliers over Europe. We don't really import a lot of wild stuff at the moment. Not as far as I'm, especially not as Xenithus anyway. A lot of that's all just captive from over Europe.
Yeah,
Xenithus is so expensive, man. It's crazy money at the moment.
Yeah, I might be getting a Oreo bum trapdoor.
Yeah, they're nice. I've had one of them before. I can't remember where I got it from.
The problem is a lot of them in the hobby are not legally imported.
No, a lot of the Asian stuff is brown boxed over from various small sellers and then shipped around, which is a shame. But
I know the one I'm getting is got cities and everything. It's legit.
All right, that's cool.
It's £200 for a breeding pair.
That's expensive. I think I paid about 45 for my female back in the day. That's probably about 3 years ago.
Yeah, probably not legit then.
Yeah.
Because of the cities, apparently you need cities and imports and all this.
Yeah, the import paperwork will be when you're buying it, but unless you're getting it from overseas, I can't imagine the charges for that. But yeah, if it's a CITES species, that'll explain a little bit of the cost.
Yeah, it is a CITES species. Quite rare. But I'm not paying for it, so I'm not bothered.
You don't complain then as a result.
Yeah, I've got a Colombian tree spider and a subscriber bought me out.
Yeah, all right, nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few bits I need to film that I've had recently arrived. Not mega special stuff like isopods and things like that. Some bits from Tony, Venomous Visions. I bought some bits from him. But bug-wise, it's been pretty quiet for me. I don't have much going on.
Question is, when you get a centipede?
Next month, I'm actually going to do an order with Tony. He's got some plings due to hatch out soon, so they'll be ready by the time I've got some cash in, because Christmas is just killing me already.
I've got a Vietnam Spanicis.
I've had a few centipedes before, but about 2, I think it was the end of last year, I actually took a break from the hobby and I sold everything. All my spiders, I sold absolutely everything. And I had like Dahani, different Mutulin species. I had quite a few centipedes, like polymorpha and stuff like that. And I just haven't got back into them again since getting back involved in the hobby.
I got mine wild caught sustainably, paid £15.
Hi Adam, mate, how you doing? I got to keep clicking chat to the thingy. It's really weird. I'll have to fiddle around with this next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, centipedes are cool. I really enjoy them, but I just haven't got back into them yet because I've been.
I don't think I'll get another one after this one.
No. I like them. They're really enjoyable to keep, I find.
Yeah, the only other one I want.
Stuff. Like I've been doing, obviously the macrothelium I've been doing with a few people.
Yeah, I was gonna. I want a blue one or an Indian blue, but I've heard about this new species, and I got offered it from Germany, and it's a semi-aquatic centipede.
Oh yeah, I've seen a few videos of them go around.
Yeah,
I can imagine they're pretty pricey.
I got offered one for a tenner.
That's not bad at all.
About though.
I
But
was
it's
expecting it to be about 80,
the
90
problem
quid.
is it legit? That's the problem.
I don't know. Centipedes aren't my thing. I don't really know much about them at all. I would
No, I
personally
mean like imported, because not everything in Europe is legit, is it?
No. Most of what I've seen from Europe is wild caught. It's probably come in from a dodgy channel somewhere, fallen off of a van from some mate. Yeah, I mean, where I do bits of Andy, I'm always getting people add me from like Africa, Asia, wanting to do big deals and import this illegally and stuff like that. And like, there's just so many of them people doing it nowadays.
I've got one from Cameroon, but he's legit because he was importing emperors, and he offered to give me cities paperwork. So
yeah,
but minimum order was $2,000.
Yeah, it sounds about right for a legit importer because they do it in big bulk. Otherwise, it's not worth their time doing it. Same with Asia.
But he said he'd send the animals first, and then I could pay him after when they arrived to prove that he's legit.
Yeah, that does sound a bit dodgy. A lot of the big traders wouldn't do that. From my experience, you need to pay up front, and then they go and source the animals afterwards after you paid for them. That's the way it usually works, from my experience.
No, that's what he usually does. But he said because of me and I weren't 100% sure on him with where he was, he'd send animals first, and then I pay. I've got a wholesaler over here. That's literally, it cost me a tenner to get delivered because he was right down the road.
That's
in Manchester. Yeah,
we do a lot with obviously I've got like the trade accounts from the reptile people and that, so we get a lot of stuff from like Monkfield, Peregrine, and stuff like that. So we're quite lucky on that sense with the import side of things. I'm
napped off with Monkfield.
Now, it was Monkfield who sent all this food over. It was that's who we got it from.
Yeah, I've had loads of problems with them.
Yeah. A lot of people have. I've been quite lucky with Monkfield, to be honest. The only problems I've ever had is missing stock, which they sent out the same day or the next day.
I had a dodgy heat map that blew up under warranty, and then they were meant to send one out after pestering them for months, and then they sent it out and said they lost it. So they said, "Oh, we got the small size." And I went, "Well, the small size ain't bloody no good."
Yeah, I've heard they can be a bit of a pain.
So I ended up buying one
from a business side, getting them, because with the Monkfield accounts, it's really weird. You can't add your own addresses to like your shipping catalogs. They have to add it for you. So it took them about a month to add, because we moved recently. Or I moved recently. It took them about a month to add my new address. So I was like screaming for life because I get all my frozen from them. And I was like screaming, pulling my hair out, so I was running out of food, and I couldn't order it because it would go to my old address. So they can be a bit of a pain in that way, but usually I find they're pretty good, to be honest.
I've been using for my live food a company called Kaiserbrink.
Yeah, Kaiserbrink are good. If I didn't have the trade account, I would be ordering from Ridgeway Exotic, Simon Ling. I think he's probably one of the best in the UK, if not the best. And the only reason I don't is just because I get it trade price, so I get it a bit cheaper. But Simon Ling's probably the best in my opinion for frozen stuff. Ridgeway Exotics are really, really good. They've got a really good selection as well. Like all different stuff. They get like ducks and all that sort of stuff in as well, so you can do a real big food variety for your animals rather than just rats all the time.
Yeah, I'm feeding mine 2 worth of weeks. Once every 2 weeks I feed it, but then 2 weeks worth I feed it rats, and then the 3rd week I'll feed it a chick.
Yeah, I mean the anaconda will be going on a really varied diet. I'll be mixing out between like birds, fish, and rats. It's a bit bigger. It's still small. It's like it's only probably about a foot, maybe a little bit more than a foot. It's tiny still, so it's only on rat pups and stuff. But it'll get there, and then it'll probably be a month when it gets bigger.
Where the person who had him before I had my royal, kept him in a rub and didn't give him a bath or anything. Never had a bath.
What's this? What didn't have a bath? Sorry.
My royal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give mine bath. Mine just have like a big water bowl in all my royals. Like they've got.
Oh, mine does, but I like to give it a stretch sometimes and let it go round the house or have a bath when it smells.
They come out with like a mooch around and that, and we've got.
Yeah, sometimes he really smells though, so I have to give him a bath.
A big plastic child sandpit in the garden that Little don't use anymore. He's growing out of it, so we've turned it into like a paddling pool. It's only about 4 foot across.
Yeah, I don't do it deep, but I put lukewarm water in for it and just let it have a swim for a bit.
Yeah, we fill it about halfway up and we use it to wash like the berm in after it's had a shit because snake. It's pretty messy when it comes out the other end, so she'll have a good soak in that. So I can't put her in a bath because she's a pain.
Yeah, fair enough. What else?
Yeah, I got the few bits out, but like I said, I completely forgot and just went into zombie mode and just fed everything yesterday, like all the snakes and that. And I can't get the boas up because they're in together at the moment for pairing.
Obviously, and they've got to digest food.
I can grab the snapper out quickly if you want. He's not too
grab
bad.
What out? Sorry.
The snapping turtle.
Yeah.
Give me 1 minute. I'll grab him out. See if he's playing nice because he's not too bad to be on every now and then. I get him out to handle every now and then. He's playing because you can apparently get him fairly social, but
yeah, apparently you can. You can get them to come to you when you have food and stuff and hand feed.
If I can see him. Where is he? When we first got him, about this time last year, he was the size of a credit card.
Yeah. Decent size now, ain't he?
Yeah, he's growing now.
What are you feeding him on? Just locusts, or?
He gets all sorts. So he gets locusts, mealworms. He's had the occasional like rat pup. We're looking at doing feeder fish soon for him as well.
Yeah. Have you tried earthworms?
Yeah, he loves earthworms. He's had them. He's on he mainly gets a pellet-based diet as well.
Yeah.
I'd use the Arcadia stuff, the Turtle Gold Pro, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the Arcadia stuff. Well.
But he's a grumpy little bugger. But he's growing well. He's just currently getting turtle water in my cider, which is going to taste great.
Okay, see you, Adam.
You off, are you Mr. Wizard? I'll catch up with you in a bit, mate. Once we finished it, I'll give you a message.
He's going for food. He's not long finished work.
No, yeah, he's working crazy shifts at his job.
Yeah.
But, this thing eats like a pig. Yeah. I'm looking at getting an alligator snapper. Let me go put him back quickly. I'm going to get an alligator snapping turtle soon for my friend, hopefully.
That's going to get massive, you know.
Yeah, I mean, commons get pretty big as well, just not quite as big as an alligator.
You've got to be careful with alligators, though. Not all of them are legitly imported.
No, well, I'm really good friends with a chap called Andy Kirby, who works for the National Snapping Reptile Sanctuary.
Yeah.
So I'll look at getting one of theirs they've got there for rehome and pick up from there.
Yeah. My cousin got sold what they told him was a Chinese chin, and it got too big. Ate his pacu, his walking catfish and everything, smashed about 4 tanks. And then he went to give it to a rescue. They said it was illegally imported. And the rescue said we can't take any more, so the stupid idiot gave it to his mate and he put it in a cold water pond and it died.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So many people have mess around with turtles and stuff and they cock it up and they just dump them. It drives me crazy. You're right, Leah. I think that's Leah.
No, it's Jane. That pet page.
Is it? Jane. I'm terrible with names. I'm really sorry.
Leah is unusual pets.
That's the one. I forget everybody's name. We blame it on the side. I've only had one, but cider's fault.
What side are you on?
Just Copperburger, mate. Nothing special.
I had
I'm chilling out.
Old Mount cherries and berries.
All right, this is just mixed fruit. It's nothing special. Just thought I'd have a bottle tonight before I got to pack some more stuff after this. Got to pack all this live food off, ready for tomorrow.
Yeah. Is that for the rescue thing? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got it here. Let me see if I can. I'll see what I'm like. I don't even know what it is. How many's in here now? I've lost count. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 tubs of crickets, 4 tubs of Morios, and 4 tubs of waxworms.
Mm.
So that'll keep them going for a little bit because it just died there with me. So just too much. I'm not going to go through 57 tubs of food. So but I've got all my locusts. I put them in like a big breeding box. I've got to get all that heated soon and see if I can breed them. And that saved me a fortune with the bosks because they go through nearly a tub a day.
I could imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I keep them off. They have a rat every now and then as a bit of a treat, but they're obviously insect-based diets. So
you
go through so many roaches and locusts. My roach colonies are absolutely decimated at the moment. My dubias and my hissers, where they've been absolutely smashing them. Especially the new one we've got is a male with undergoing treatment at the moment. He's in quarantine upstairs in the bedroom. He's got blisters on him where he's not been kept properly, no heat no thermostats and stuff. So he's just burnt to pieces, the poor sod, but he's just eating like an absolute dustbin.
James said, will you sell him your beard?
My beard?
Yeah.
This is actually only a year's growth. My beard grows so long. I cut it all off at the start of the year because I was getting bored of it. But when I cut it off again, I'll bear you in mind and I'll post to it, mate. You're welcome to it. My missus hates it because it drives her insane.
Oh.
But yeah, you expect any new bits in at all?
Only that he said he'll give you a tenner for your beard.
Cost me more than a tenner and water to clean the bloody thing with having a child around. There's always putting chocolate or something in it.
Yeah. Only at Flat Rock possibly in that piece has a man really.
Not bad.
That's about it. I can't really afford to because like getting sapphire taxidermy is costing me 50 quid.
Yeah, who are you getting that done with? Is it Dead Set, yeah. I can't remember who I know Gar had some work done. Or he's had that is it Remains to Be Seen? I think they've done some bits with him. That was really cool.
The dearer though, quite a bit dearer.
I've not got any taxidermy stuff. It's not something that really interests me. My missus is into all that. The weird stuff, taxidermy, and she's into all the weird and crazy stuff.
Me, it's only because Sapphire was my first scorpion.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And it was also because if I hadn't got Sapphire, I probably won't be in this hobby and met the people I had. Because I used to breed millipedes, and then I bought a disease from. I bought a millipede from a certain company, quarantined it, and it turned out it still had a disease, and it wiped out all my animals.
Ouch! I've only ever had,
and it was quite a big company too.
Yeah, I've only ever had one issue with one big UK company. I had some millipede assassin bugs. I can't remember the name. The echidnas, I think they're called, something like that. And I bought 12 of them, and they're quite expensive. And they died within 24 hours, and they just exploded with just worms and all sorts of shit came out of them. So that was the only problem I've had parasite-wise with the UK company. But again, they're
what company did the begin with?
B.
Mine began with S. If you can think who I'm on about.
Yeah, probably. No, this is a big company, and it wasn't really their fault. It's just luck of the draw of Wild Court, as far as I was concerned. I didn't blame them for it. It wasn't their fault. It's just the way it goes sometimes with the risk you take with Wild Court stuff. But Wild Court and me have never really got on. I've had a bunch of Lunala, the H. lunala, the huntsman. I had a few of them come over, and I've had problems with them as well. So I've paid the extra money now and found some nice captive bred ones. So I've got a few of them at the moment growing on.
Fair enough. I want to get a huntsman eventually.
Yeah, huntsmen are really cool. I'd recommend the David Bowie or Venatoria, a really sturdy huntsman to start with. A lot of the other ones are good, but they're a bit more temperamental. With
I was growing some David Bowie huntsman slings up, but they didn't survive.
No, slings are a real pain in the ass to grow. They're really.
The one I want is the blue huntsman.
Well, it looks a bit like a Metallica.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's a Lunala. That's a Lunala. That's what I've bought at the moment. I had 3 slings, but we had.
It might be the one I'm on about. It's like bright blue.
Yeah,
if it's
they're bright blue with yellow on them. They're the Lunala.
No, this one hasn't got yellow.
Oh no! Oh, this has got bright blue.
Tony
yellow.
Tony had them in for a bit. I can't think what they're called though.
I'm not sure. I know he's had. They are. I think they're the Malaysia species blue he had in.
Heavy art, James.
That sucks. It's always horrible when you lose males. I've got a male on his way upstairs. We've had him for a while. That's been paired a few times. We've got a Subfusca lowland. A Hanimanu Basilica.
Well, at least he's not dying a virgin.
No, he's been with a female. He was with a female twice, but unfortunately she died in the molt. She molted out and died in the tube. So we've got a male and no female now. But he's
that
just
happened to my friend. She lost a male and a female GGB.
Yeah, no, GGBs are a pain in the ass to pair. They take a lot of patience.
Yeah, they do take ages. I want a sling. I want a GGB. I haven't got one.
I actually haven't got one either myself, which is a bit strange. There's a lot of like iconic spiders within the hobby that I don't actually have, which I'll probably have to sort out next year. Like I don't have a GGB. I don't have a Chili Rose, like the Rosea. I don't have a Balfouri. I don't have any Poecilotheria of my own. I've got the mature male in, but there's a lot of generic tarantula species I don't actually have at the moment.
I'm just waiting for someone to breed them that I know GGBs, and then I'll have one.
Who is it that's got some now? Is it David Wurzel in the groups? His have just started poking into slings that he's bred.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a mate. I'm not really into pokies. The normal G roses don't interest me. The red form does, but the normal one doesn't.
No, I'm not a huge tarantula person myself.
I've got an addiction to Asamanis.
Yeah, they're a nice spider.
I've got a brown form. I was getting a blue form, but then it turned out to be a male.
Yeah,
and that is now at Scott's. I bought it for him, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
Got the money back. And then I went to buy a black form, which is super hard to get, black and white form. And the guy, he was trying to persuade the other guy not to sell it for me. Like the guy who was selling it was persuading a customer not to buy it off him for me. And yeah, the person just gave him the cash and he was like, you know what I mean?
The thing with the spider hobby is so much like backroom stabbings and politics and all that.
No, I know the seller. He didn't want the customer to buy it. He wanted him to change. He was trying to change his mind so I could buy it, but he wouldn't change his mind. So,
right, I get you now.
Yeah. And it was a good price. He was giving me it for 15 quid.
Nice. Yeah, spider cheaper than I do from Andy.
I got some good prices. His name is it's not the Spider Shop. It's the Spider House UK, not Denmark.
Okay. I don't know that one. I'll have to have a look.
He's an independent one. His name's Phil, and he's really good. Always does me give me right. That's who I got my Diamantiensis off for 20 quid.
That's all right. I'll have to have a look for that.
He breeds a lot of stuff. He's doing breeding massive groups of G Rosa Red form at the moment.
That'll do
He's
well.
breeding them, Avic purpulaire. He's breeding all sorts of unusual ones.
I might get into Avix once they redo the genus, but at the moment, it's with the morphotypes and that, it's a pain in the ass, and I can't be bothered to learn it. So,
me,
wait till they do that up.
I don't have much luck with any kind of Avic or C-verse color.
Kept versus like the old when they were Avic.
I had C-verse color. It was 3-inch, and then it molted and died. Pissed off.
Yeah. No, I just keep my true spiders mainly, and bits obviously for their website.
That was my first tarantula and a Bomi fire leg.
My first ever tarantula was a P Metallica. I bought it at a pet shop. That was the first ever spider I owned. That was a fun experience.
Yeah, mine's another YouTuber's got my first spider.
My first spider's long died. I bought it as a juvie, and it turned out to be a male, so it didn't last very long.
Yeah.
But Kickstarter spider fashion. For me, at least, anyway.
Yeah.
Most of my stuff now, really, my time is just reptiles.
Yeah.
That's really all I like do a lot of my time with now. It's really trying to get this Savannah monitor sanctuary off the ground.
That and true spiders, isn't it? Your other thing.
Yeah. Like I said, Macrotherium and Sicarius are my two big genus I'm working with at the moment. And next year will be centipedes and trapdoor spiders. I'll be trying to do a lot of work with. Get some groups breeding. Try and get a lot more UK captive bred stuff. I've been trying to work with a group of people for Macrotheli, because there's so many of them. Again, they just get wild imported illegally from like China and Spain and places like that where they're protected. Especially like the Calpian is protected in Spain, and they still get imported in mass.
Yeah.
So we're trying to breed them over here, as well as like I've got mature male off to Poland at the moment for the Taiwanensis. So hopefully that'll be some more captive bred stuff. So less imported.
Hopefully, I'm hoping you start breeding trapdoors of some kind.
Yeah, trapdoors would be cool. I know Stephen Bass has had trapdoor luck before. He had the Latusia species.
Yeah, I messaged him. He had some ones I was interested in. Then he went, "I've just sold me last one yesterday." I was like,
"Yeah, I'll be looking at doing. It'll be Lephistius species for me. I'll be looking at breeding the more like armored old wheel trapdoors, just because for me they're easy to identify visually rather than a lot of the new world trapdoors, because they all look really similar.
I like, like the red legs, the black ones, the Oreo, the hourglass.
Yeah.
The ones.
I remember the genes. It starts with a C. I know what you mean. Yeah, they are nice.
Something. Can't remember.
Yeah, Cyclo something, or Syria something.
And then the other one's like Idotier or something weird like that. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not big on Latin names. I can't.
No, I try to keep my binomial stuff up to date, just because we're breeding and working with like the shops. So I need to keep everything really on pure.
I know a few Latin names, but I'm not big into it. Like I said,
when I first started, I was absolutely shit with them. But what I started doing was just on my labels, just put them on my tub tanks, and then just use them in conversation.
Now, given koi carp, I can mention every single Japanese name going, but spiders, nah.
It's just time and practice, man. The same with when you're learning the fish.
I am getting better.
Yeah.
It's just
the more you do
some of them you're like, how the hell am I meant to say that?
Yeah. Obviously, you got your ones you can get away with, like your OBTs and your GBBs, and everybody knows what they are. But a lot of the other stuff is handy to learn, especially when you're dealing with the true spiders. And I find it really helpful, because so many of the true spider breeders are European, so the common names are just all over the bloody place. So it's really helpful to do.
Oh, Adam's back for a bit. He's waiting for Grub.
Welcome back, Mr. Wizard. Phalax. I think we've run out of Phalax. The ones I bred last year, I think, are finally all sold out. But I imagine their Phalax are usually always around. They're a really common spider to find, so I imagine somewhere they'll be being sold still.
Problem is, a lot of people aren't breeding or importing at the moment with the temperatures dropping and stuff like that.
A couple of more weeks and everyone will start shutting down for the weather. I think you're getting really close to the cut off now for the end of the spider.
Definitely.
This will be the last. This is the last lot I send out on Monday. Then after that, I won't be posting anymore for anybody.
Yes, it's not too bad with my flat rock that I'm getting. It's only down the road, so
yeah. I've got a 72-hour heat pack in my box, which is going to Austria, so that should last it a good length of time.
Austria?
Yeah, I'm sending all these scorpions are going to Austria. I've got a friend over there. They're being shipped to. So, yeah, that'd be fun.
Are they scorpion bred or?
No, so the story goes basically because of the weather, and the guy was being a bit silly with the shipping demands. The spider shop didn't want to ship them, so I bought them on his behalf and shipping them on his behalf at his risk. So as a mate, so we're doing it sort of pass to parcel as it was.
Yeah, but I hope he doesn't try and hold you responsible because you've warned him.
No, he's a good bloke. He's a good kid. The guy, he's quite a big seller over there, so he knows the deal. And if they die in transit, then it's his fault because of the temperatures. But they should be fine. They're going in a poly box. They're going heat packs. So
are the prices of scorpions dear over, or is he growing up?
So spinner for females and adults over there, you're looking at nearly €70 for them. They're really expensive over there. They're really, really pricey. Yeah, that's why he's got them over here. I think the entire order's cost him about £350.
Adam, you get. Have you seen what he's put?
Yeah. Adam's just Adam misses me because of the grapes we had in Brighton. We had lots of fun in Brighton, me and Adam. At the show. He misses it big time.
Yeah.
Stuck up in bloody cold, wet Scotland.
Yeah. We'll all have to meet up at a show down the road, definitely.
Of course, show-wise for me, I'm always at BTS. I'm always at the Western Show.
BTS.
Yeah, those are the two shows I'm always at. Brighton is hit or miss, depending on Andy. So if Andy needs help at Brighton, I'll go. If he doesn't, I don't bother.
To be fair, out of the ones you go with, BTS is probably the closest.
Yeah, I mean, BTS is central for most people. It's like bang smack in the middle, so it's quite easy.
It's still 2.5 hours drive for me.
Yeah, I mean, it took us about 2.5 hours to get there.
The closest one's Doncaster.
Yeah, that's miles away from me. I'm right down south. That's about a 4-hour drive for me. But I mean, I will go to Doncaster hopefully next year if it's on, because I want to pick up some bits up there, get some reptiles in. I've got an iguana on pre-order with a shop when they hatch, them captive bred green iguanas. So I'll have one of them in. That'll be that's a Mrs. Christmas present. She's getting a green iguana.
How much do you pay for them down your end?
What, green iguana? I have no idea, mate. I've got this one reserved with Julie and Claire at Wrigley's up in Buzzard, so I don't know how much it is. I haven't asked them, to be honest, but it is what it is. I imagine probably anything from 30 to 60 quid, I would imagine.
Ours are about 50.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect, really, especially for captive bred. I don't mind paying that.
I can get reds for 55.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of reds, to be honest. Same with the Tegus. I don't know what it is. I just don't like the red colouring. I
like the blues, mate.
Yeah, the blues are really nice, but the blues are just way out of my price range.
My mate ex-mate sold one last year for 65 quid.
Bloody hell.
Because he wanted to get stuff with it.
Yeah. No, I'm quite happy with a nice normal green for me.
I'm not mates with him anymore because he's a massive idiot. He buys things without researching and then in a couple of weeks gets bored. It's like he had 28 BDs and state of the enclosures.
No, I can imagine.
It's one of the reasons why I fell out with him.
Yeah. I don't speak to anyone who breeds generic run-of-the-mill beards. I can understand people breeding the high-end morphs because they do sell.
No, they were high-end morphs.
Really? Bloody hell.
Yeah, it was just like it was Zero and Wiz Blitz, Blizzard, and
really high-end ones. Then yeah, see that's crazy then because they're a lot of money from a breeder's point of view. This is a good 100 or so quid each.
Translucent, all sorts. But
yeah, no. I'm not a huge fan of beardies just because of just how common they get chucked around the place and just how
I know.
And stuff, and it just
it's like you know Ben Hay. He just got a hypo-translucent for free.
Yeah, you can go into any rescue anywhere in the country now, and they're just everywhere.
Yeah,
like, you can get leatherbacks and all sorts that are just chucked in there because there's people buy them thinking they're cool, don't research the additional needs like leatherbacks, silkbacks, and that will need the extra bit of care.
You'd be appalled the condition my beady was.
Yeah, I can quite picture. I've seen some shockers.
It was a 1 kilogram in weight, been fed nothing but grapes and the odd insect. Had a heat bulb for 6 months, and it had most its claws and its end of its tail missing because they'd trapped it in the glass.
Yeah, see, that drives me crazy.
I didn't see that. Basically, it was the dad's, but the son got left with it and he pissed off.
All right.
So I had to go in and sort it. So
yeah, I've had a couple of beardies now that have come in from, I can't remember where they came from now, some private keeper, and beardie had never had it. It was about 6 years old. It had no UVB for its entire life, and its legs had broken legs. Its jaw had been cracked, and it was just a fucking mess. It looked like a slug. It was an absolute mess. We ended up having to put it down because
you would. Mine ended up being put down because it was egg bound.
Yeah,
and the first vet I took it to when I had it didn't detect it. I was like, "You've took an X-ray, you morons! Should have detected it before I started buying all the stuff for it."
Yeah. There's nothing close to you, Adam, mate, in Scotland. Even the Scotland show's not close for you. You live in the middle of bloody nowhere.
Yeah. But, I want to go. I want to go down and see Adam in the future.
I don't want to see Adam again. That was hell. I've never walked so far in my life that day with Adam, walking around everywhere. Brighton. Well, we went to the Brighton Invert show.
Yeah.
And we walked everywhere, getting messed around. Like people were supposed to pick us up, and long story short, they never bothered, and it was a right pain in the ass. We ended up walking miles that day, and I got a shitty leg. I had a motorbike accident a few years ago, and my left leg's just full of metal, all pins and that. So walking around like November time in the cold, I was almost crawling at points. I was absolutely crippled, and I blame Adam. It was Adam's fault. Bringing the shitty Scottish weather.
He's Scottish, too much whiskey.
No, I don't believe you, Adam. You're a wizard. You live in the middle of nowhere.
Does he live in the tower?
He's got a little witch's hut made of gingerbread.
Has he actually?
Yeah, he's got a house made of gingerbread with a cauldron. I've seen it. You can't deny it.
Explains a lot.
People say if you go to Scotland, you can hear this weird witching chanting. It's not. It's just Adam.
James is ripping it.
Yeah, I was supposed to be getting some bits in as well soon, but a mate of mine that was doing it seems to have messed me around a bit. I was supposed to be getting in a couple of Chinese neck-eared turtles or something they were, pair from the shop. But I don't know. He seems to have vanished. I don't know where he's gone. I don't know if he's even still alive anymore. He's just disappeared. He's not been alive for months. And that's a shame. I was looking forward to getting them. So I do like the turtle.
There was a guy at Donny last year who had pink-sided snake neck turtles for 25 quid. I was going to get one. But then I messaged him, but he stopped responding.
See, I need to go to Doncaster, but I know if I go there, my car will be absolutely packed when I come home and I'll be poor again.
Yeah, just be careful. There is still a few iffy breeders.
Yeah. I mean, I
Even
know
though they
a few
said,
people.
you know how they said they banned spiders, I was still seeing spiders last year.
Yeah, they should be pretty hot on that now, especially with the gecko genes as well. I think a lot of them have made the list now, like the
Yeah,
enigmas and the
I was still seeing them for sale. The
See,
enigmas,
I'd
the
have done
jaguars.
nothing. I'd have just reported it. I'd have gone and seen someone and just reported it because I'm just that kind of a person. I'm a
I
bastard.
did. I told the vets on site, which are meant to be looking out, but they didn't.
Shocking. I know a lot of the people, they try and pass them off as pinstripes
Yeah, I
as
know.
well. I've seen a lot of that as well, which really gets on my tits.
Yeah, I know.
You don't need a hex mailer, mate. I've got bad enough luck as it is. Spent the last 3 hours packing pissing scorpions. That's a curse
Yeah,
enough on
but
anybody.
if you come Doncaster, I'll show you some of the good breeders and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because I've been a few times now, so I know who's good and who's not.
Yeah, if I go up there, I mean, because it's quite a drive for me, I'll probably end up getting like a hotel or something with a missus and we'll stay overnight and then go up the next day or something. Make a day,
Well,
make a
you could
weekend.
always travel to mine and crash at mine.
My missus snores, so I wouldn't recommend that.
I snore, my dad snores, my mum snores, everybody else in my house snores. So you'll be part of the family, you'll settle in just fine.
Okay. Nothing wakes me up, mate. As soon as my head hits that pillow, I'm gone. You could drop a bomb outside and I ain't waking up. I ain't waking up for nothing.
Danny can. I get it. I know why.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the shows next year. Hopefully, there's some of them. I can see quite a lot of them being cancelled again.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
it depends on the situation. Like, I reckon maybe in Ham we might not even be able to import next year. Drive
it all
over.
depends on like the Brexit thing is going to be the big deal breaker for the importing.
You mean Brexit?
Yeah, that one. But I'm going to have to really look into it because we're looking Aussie at going over and bringing them back on the ferry and that sort of thing, like the
Yeah,
reptiles and spiders. We have to see how it's
yeah,
all going to
that's
work.
what I'd do. But you have to like. Apparently, reptiles you have to have careered. They've changed that. But
Yeah,
inverts, they're not sure.
yeah, it makes sense. I mean, unless you've got a heated van, it makes sense to get them couriered professionally anyway. Really,
It's only
but,
50 quid international.
yeah, 50, 70 quid is what it costs from Europe, from Ham to UK now. It's not too bad. There's quite a few couriers that do it now as well. I've had a few bits couriered around the UK myself. I've had a monitor couriered around and stuff. So there's quite a few decent couriers around now.
Yeah. You wake up to grapes bouncing off your head. That's what he put.
I could quite picture it with you, mate. There's that was quite a
He's
fun night.
off to eat again. Is it actually happening this time, Adam? This mystical thing called food.
He's off to eat again.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Catch it. That's what it is. Where he's in the middle of nowhere, he's got to go out and catch it.
He's got to go and catch some rabbits.
He's got to go out and catch some pigs. He's got a spear hunt.
Is he doing it Aborigine style?
Yeah, yeah. He's got his little bamboo skirt on, and he's going up chasing them. Yeah, my big project for this year, really, I've got to finish off this sulcata enclosure because before it used to in our old place we had a 3-bed. We've only got a 2-bed here, so the third bedroom had all the animals in it. Well, and then the sulcata would come into our kitchen at night. We had like the heat and stuff in the kitchen for it. Well, we can't in our kitchen now because I've got the Burmese python in the enclosure in the kitchen, and I know for well that the sulcata is an absolute arsehole. It would end up smashing the glass. So the sulcata comes in at night and goes into a great big dog cage, and then we let it out during the day in the garden and that. So I've got to build an outdoor enclosure for it, so it's got heat outside. So easy. I think he's asleep now, but he's usually stomping away at night, getting really pissy with me. He's a big old bastard as well. The old soul cat.
Yeah. They're like teenagers.
Yeah,
Putting
he's nearly 17 years old now as well, so he really is a teenager. But he'll bite your feet and everything. He's a right dick.
What flavour am I on? E-liquid. Tropical, mate.
But yeah, I've got a few bits to do. I've actually got quite a quiet evening tonight, which is nice. Chuck some locusts in with the tank. I never see anything. I've got a spiny tail iguana, a C. similis.
Yeah.
On the bottom, and I never see it. I've never ever seen it since we've housed it. It just stays in like a burrow, comes out at night and eats veg and locusts, and then that's it. Never see it. So I have to check on it every now and then to make sure it hasn't actually died, because I never know. I generally never know. He's an absolute pain in the ass. But yeah, so chuck him in, chuck some bits in with him, feed the turtle, check on the tortoise, make sure he hasn't broken his house. That'll be me done for the night then.
Whipped cream at the moment. Oh my god, so good.
I can't do that. I used to smoke years ago and I gave up. I haven't smoked for about 12 years now, maybe a little bit longer.
Nah, I like a fat cigar sometimes.
Last time I had a cigar was at my little brother's wedding. That's it. I had a Cuban cigar and then he killed me.
Mate, I've got about 5 Cubans in the cupboard.
Nah, it would kill me. Absolutely kill me. My lungs don't like it.
Oh, these ones would kill me.
I used to do a lot of
like
gym
that
stuff. Nah, sod that. That'd be I'll be coughing and spewing my guts up everywhere.
Aye. I've got another e-cig here, but I need a new coil for it. That's my big boy one.
Yeah. My missus smokes like the vape and stuff like that, but she keeps breaking it. And she had a big, expensive fancy unit. She spent about 80, 70 quid or something like that on it, and she dropped it in a bowl of tequila.
That's my 200 watt one.
Yeah, we had not tequila, sorry, sangria. We had a big, jug of sangria and threw it in. Mates around and she dropped it.
Tell her to invest in what's called a Geek Vape Aegis Legend. They're about 50 quid and they're waterproof.
Yeah, she spent a fortune on this bloody thing, and it just broke. I don't know. I don't know much about them. I don't use them, but
these about 50, 60 quid and they're drop proof and waterproof and everything.
She's sulking all the time because she smokes menthols.
You have 17 vapes, James.
That's crazy.
That's the problem, that, bro.
My missus had all the little pots of all the flavours and shit, but she only had a couple of units. She had two of the cheap little ones and then the big expensive one, but she broke it. So
that one I've got over that I'm vaping on now should have been 40 quid and I got it for a £5. Brand new.
Gotta be Liverpool, mate. You get everything cheap up there. I get ripped off down here.
That's what I'm on. Tropical. I got four bottles of liquid for a tenner. For 50 mils.
Yeah.
I have an outlet. I have an outlet shop near me, you see, that sells them cheaper.
That's not too bad then.
Good one for your e-cigs out and they deliver it. It's called e-cig 1.
1 second.
That's all.
Sorry, Little's just come downstairs. Give me 1 minute. I'll be back in 1 second.
I need to go with a car boot. I've not been one for years, man.
I thought I got away with it. I thought Litton will be behaving himself tonight, but no, little boy's got up out of bed and wanted something. So
My mate was telling me about this car boot near Liverpool, and he got the Monkfield Vibs, the 2-foot ones.
oh, the old coffin Vivs, with the glass lids, the glass panel on the top.
No, the wooden ones they do.
Yeah, they've got a wooden one that's like it opens topwards, doesn't it, with a glass panel. Yeah, they get their nicknames are coffin Vivs.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He got one of them for £1.
That's not bad. I'd pay for one. Keep some nice. You can keep some little bits in there, like a hog nose or something. But I'm not a huge fan of them, to be honest.
Yeah. You do get some good stuff, yeah, James.
Yeah, we get some nice car boots around here, to be honest. But because we live in quite an elderly area, it's quite like an old military town, a bit near enough, really. So it's like old collectibles and crap around here. Really, there's not much cool stuff. You get the occasional,
You get the odd good stuff, but if you go further down Liverpool, you tend to get real good stuff.
Yeah, we've had stuff here before, like where people have sold stuff on, like family members have moved out, and I've managed to score myself some like old PC stuff, like the old Mega Drive or the old SNES for like a tenner.
My mate bought a Rolex for £5 and it was worth £5,000.
I'm in Swindon, mate, so I'm not that far from you. Well, I'm in Royal Wootton Bassett, so I'm just outside of Swindon. If you're Bristol, I remember. Something saying. Yeah, I'm only about half hour from Bristol. Yeah, no. My next non-invertebrate thing is I'm getting some tattoo work done. That's my next thing. I haven't had work done for years, so.
What you haven't done?
I want to get do you know the Red Dragon movie, the Hannibal series?
Yeah.
The back piece that he has on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that done. The back piece of that. I need to get my arms finished as well. So I've got it's not that one. That one. I don't even know what arms I've got. I've got to finish his sleeve off as well.
I eventually want to get a stretcher.
What, have your ear stretched?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used to have loads of piercings done. I went through, when I was younger, I had my lips done and my ears. I had about 12 in each ear. I've had my nipples done. I've had literally everything you can get pierced. I've had it done. The only thing I didn't do was stretch my ears. I've literally had everything else done. Apart from my tongue and my stretch my ears were the only ones I didn't get done. And
have you had down below done?
Yeah, I've had that done. That was really the most uncomfortable experience in my entire life.
I ask why?
I was just into the thing at the time. I mean, I was really into my piercings. I knew I was really good friends with a tattoo and piercer. I went to get it done, and he stitched me up properly. Instead of him doing it, which I was always all prepared for, to go in and get it done, he had an assistant in, and it was this young little blonde girl. And I've never been so uncomfortable in my entire life. That was the most uncomfortable experience ever, having this young little blonde girl playing with my bits while sticking a needle in it.
Yeah. My cousin's a manager at a tattoo place.
Well, my missus does tattoos. She's not like in a shop, but she does bits and pieces. She's pretty good at the basic stuff. So
he does piercing and stuff, but he's a bit of an idiot. Well, massive one. But he works for the Hells Angels.
Yeah.
That's who he works for.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's still in it.
I grew up with like the Angels and that, and the bikers. Like that's like my side of the family are all bikers and that. So I grew up with that scene, so I'm quite familiar with that lot.
Yeah,
quite eventful life you could be with that lot. Yeah, I mean I've had piercings. I want to get my chin done again here. There's I can't remember the chap's name, but I've had it done before. He's the lead singer from a band called Disturbed, and he had the hoops in here, and I want to get that done again. That's the only piercing I really missed. I had my nipples done, but they got ripped out at a gig, and that was extremely uncomfortable.
My cousin got his ripped out on a water slide.
Oh, that hurt. I had a few beers in me already, so it wasn't too bad, but it still hurt a bit.
Mm.
I had like a mesh type t-shirt, and I was at the Slipknot World Tour in the one of the old mosh pits, and he got caught on my t-shirt, and I didn't realize, and the guy next to me was grabbing my t-shirt to pull me, and it just pulled them both straight out, and I was just bleeding everywhere.
Mm.
So that was an eventful gig.
Mm. How did we get off topic?
Oh shit! Not the camera. No idea. I go off topic. Everybody, it's my fault. I get everybody off topic. You can everybody. I just the conversation just goes. It just fucks off with me. I'm so scatterbrained.
You gonna feed your snapper on camera? Or?
Yeah. I'll do that in a minute. I'll get that done.
Because literally, there's only like one person in the stream now.
Is there? I got all the food down here ready. Look, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, subs all ready, and all of it. All me. I don't know how well you're seeing all this. All
What's that? Oh, your locust.
Yeah, that's my breeding group. There's about 200 locusts in there at the moment. Ready. So yeah, let me go and move this over, see if I can get this done. I don't know if you could be able to see it, because it's really hard to see what I'm doing with this. Oh shit! Now you look at my ceiling.
Yeah.
Right. You get this down here. You have to excuse the camera work for a minute while I get these out.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a bit hard trying to do it yourself.
Yeah, I got to try.
I tried to feed my tarantula the other day. My camera kept falling down. My tripod, my mini one, and it really pissed me off. So I was like, "Sod this! I'm deleting the footage and putting it away." Just feed.
I might be able to get away with putting on here. Actually, let me just try this. See if this works. Is that? I don't know if you can see him. He's just there.
Yeah, I can see him.
Right, let me hold that, and I'll drop this on top of him.
Oh.
No, he's missed it. There's a trouble because there's a filter in there. It pushes all the water around.
Yeah. Did he get it?
No. He's not the fastest. He's quite slow.
It's right behind him.
Yeah.
And he hasn't even realised. It's right behind you, you silly thing.
You might get this one. There you go.
Yeah, you got that one.
That's the trouble with snappers. They make so much mess. Because I usually have this stuff. That's what he usually has, is that. And
I'm surprised you haven't got a Matamata turtle.
I almost bought one. But they sold out. When I went to buy one, they had them in on the trade price with Peregrine. Let me just get this back down here. I'll give him he's due a rat later, so I'll give him that.
Do you still get trade price then?
Yeah, I pay trade price with Peregrine and Monkfield.
Have a look how much flat rocks are on their list for us.
Yeah, so because Monkfield, they don't put it on their website anymore. You've got to email them for the list. They used to have it online. So what I do is I log in after this and request a new list, and I get see what the prices are for you, mate.
See if it's cheaper than what I can get it for, or dearer, or whatever.
Yeah, I'll have to work out because I've got to add VAT and delivery and stuff as well. Cause delivery isn't too bad for animals; it's quite cheap.
Would you have to get it delivered to you, or would you have to get it delivered to? Could you get it delivered to me?
It would have to come to either me or Andy, and then
would it?
couriered. Yeah. So because we only pay, because we get it drop shipped through the account we've got with them. So I think we only pay about £7 for delivery, courier to the door, and like a heated van for the animals.
But it's a scorpion, so couldn't you not post it?
I don't know. I've never bought inverts from Monkfield or Peregrine, to be honest. Just like live food and then actual reptiles. So I'd have to have a look and see how it goes. I don't have any for them, so you'll be able to
I know. Just have a look and see what it is.
Yeah, of course, man. No worries. I'll have a look for you. See what we can sort out.
See if it's cheaper than what I've been quoted or whatever.
Yeah, that's the chap's name, mate. David Draymond, Pearson that I'm on about.
Yeah,
I know he doesn't have them anymore, but that's what I used to have. They're really fun. They can be a pain in the ass because they get a bit heavy. They can pull your lip forward, so you look like you're dribbling. You go like that if you get the 2 big hoops. You look like a prat, but you get it right. You're all right.
Yeah.
I've got to be careful, obviously, because I'm not allowed to go too crazy because of my work. Because I still got a 9 till 5. I work for the Swindon Council.
Yeah.
So I've got to be I can't go too crazy.
Yeah.
I get away with quite a bit, to be honest. So I'm all right. Obviously, I've got all my tattoos and all that shit. So and the big stupid beard and my crazy hair. I've usually got a Mohican as well, so I get away with quite a bit of work. They're quite good to me.
Yeah.
And they put up with me because I swear all the time in the office, like I am here. This is just me. I swear all the time. I'm terrible. So they put up with that as well.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Mr. Draymond's got an amazing voice. The cover they did of Sound of Silence is amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you haven't listened to that, it's well worth a listen.
I'm more into old school hip hop. That's more my genre.
My music really varies. I've got a weird music taste. So I can listen from anything from trance, drum and bass, all the way through to death metal, heavy metal, rap, hip hop, country.
I'm also into at the moment a lot of house music.
Yeah, I'm not really into too much that sort of side of things. It's mainly heavy metal.
Did you see the rap I had done for my channel trailer?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'll have to have a look after this. I'll go and have a look.
Well, it was my mate. It was my mate who made a beat, and he's called Hunzheim, which means it's called which is German for dog tooth. That's his name. And he's a big like techno guy. Like he's been signed by an underground artist company, and he's got like over 20,000 like followers on SoundCloud and Spotify and that. He's
nice.
I was chilling with him the other day in his studio.
That's
pretty sick. No. And he's got an axolotl, and he used to breed emperor scorpions.
Axolotls are pretty cool. We almost ended up with a couple a while ago, but
he rescued it. The guy was going to chuck it, dump it, so he took it in.
That doesn't surprise me.
But he's pretty sick. He's given me a 350-litre tub to build a pond in.
That's all right. That's cool. I think you're really into your fish, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm getting an albino koi soon.
That'd be cool. I've got one fish, which is still in a quarantine setup, real basic shitty setup, just to keep an eye on it. Yeah. I've got is it a rocket gar?
Yeah.
Or a quarter pike type thing. I've got a small one of them. It's
only that's gonna get massive.
Yeah. I think it's 30 centimeters on this one. Is the adult length?
It's not too bad.
It's quite small. It's quite a small gar. It's not an alligator gar. I know it's quite a small one.
Why, James? Why would you think I'm wearing a lampshade on my head? It's a hat, clearly.
I tell you a band I'm also listening to a lot at the moment, and that's the Mongolian metal band, The Who, or The Hue, or however you pronounce it. I'm really into them at the moment. I really like my weird music, so I'm really enjoying that. But I've got
I'm into a lot of reggae and ska at the moment.
My missus loves reggae. She's really into her reggae. She's got similar taste to you.
If she's into reggae, tell her to check out a ska band called Jeremiah Ferrari. He's got a proper unique voice, and he's from Leeds, and they're really good.
All right,
I'm proper into them at the moment.
She's out having a coffee at the moment. I told her to piss off when I was doing this, so she's out with her mates having a coffee. So when she comes back, I'll get her to have a listen.
What white one, mate? What's she on about? Yeah, the stick. I don't have a clue.
The band, I think I mentioned the Who, the Mongolian chaps.
Oh, okay.
They did a cover with Jacoby from Papa Roach, Wolf Totem, and that's a really good track.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've got somewhere. I think I've got it. I bought a 3-foot square pond, like a plastic pond, you know, when they sink in the ground, for when I was doing my monitor viv. Because before we moved, I built a 8-foot wide, 7-foot high, 4-foot deep viv for a monitor we were getting. And that all fell to shit, and we had to move, so that all got tracked by this 3-foot pond.
Well, if you ever come down our end and you want one of them 350 hard tubs, I'll sort you one out.
I'll probably end up needing something because obviously the snapper will be outgrowing that fish tank soon. So it's only a 4x1.
They've been used for cement, but they just need cleaning out.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind recycling stuff like
that. He's got 20 of the bloody things spare.
They like the big round thing people use for catfish.
Yeah, the big round like ones they use like. Yeah, he's got one. I'll speak to him and he'll probably sort you one out if you come down.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll look at sorting something because I'm going to need one obviously because we'll have to snap the common snapper and I'll be getting an alligator snapper.
Yeah, he's pretty down to earth on time, so.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I'll look at sorting something like them. Get something sorted because we got a pretty big car, so I can get most things in that. We got a big horse and fits most things in the back.
Yeah.
If not, I'll just the roof in it like a prat. Going down a motorway with
it. Shattered.
Maybe this week I'll be doing some videos for the old channel. I've got a lot of stuff to do. So.
Fair enough.
I've probably got about 6 hours worth of footage I need to actually turn into a video. So I've got so much stuff I'm so far behind on it.
Yeah. Also, if I can find the Linkfish tripod, I'll send that over.
If you could send me a message with that rap cover for your channel as well, I'll have listened to that as well after, and that'd be cool.
The lyrics I ripped myself.
All right, cool. I'll definitely send it over. I'll have a listen once we finish this.
Yeah. Oh, shattered.
Yeah, it's been a long day, man. Long day. I'll be up till about 3 o'clock in the morning, still working, doing stuff before I head off to bed.
Oh, killer that, man.
Yeah, I'm usually up till about at least 1. I don't sleep a lot anyway. I get most of my stuff done. Obviously, because the stuff I keep is like the Macrocelli, the Sicarius. I can't really do with the littling around. So I usually start on my spider stuff from about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So it takes me quite a while some nights, especially with like the
I did my spiders and all that on the yesterday.
Yeah, I did a few of my bits yesterday, but I've still got quite a bit to do tonight. I don't
have many animals though, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. But a lot of my stuff in the cupboard at the moment is stock, so I do that every now and then, keep an eye on it. And I've got shitloads of like salmon pink slings I've got to feed tonight, which is so tedious and boring because they're just tiny still. They're only about 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters. And you're doing like 50 of the same spiders, you start to fall asleep.
Okay. Sound.
So yeah, my evening, I'll be having I'll probably have a whiskey in a minute actually. And then I'll crack on with the old feeding and all that jazz.
Fair enough. I'll probably end the stream here.
It's been a decent long stream actually tonight as well. It's been pretty cool. It's been a good laugh. Yeah,
definitely. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah,
I'll sign it off now.
Yeah, all right, mate. Nice chatting to you. Thanks for having me on.
No probs.
Catch you later, guys.